Hello. Hello once again, YouTube. How's everybody doing today? Once again, it's Trevor Slescu, owner of Monster Hobbies in High River, Alberta, Canada. Now, every Wednesday, I'm going to try to do a live stream right around this time, although I'm a bit late today. Well, I had to do a lot of running around first thing in the morning. Of course, we still have bills to pay and everything else. So I happen to be paying bills as well as I got to mail out one of the packages from a while ago, and that's pretty good. So, all kinds of interesting things have been happening so far. Hello, I see two people there now. Nice that you could tune in. So, as I was saying, I'm trying to do these live streams every week at this time or around noon between 12:30 and 1:30. So today I was a little bit late here because I had a running to around to do. Still have some bills and whatnot to pay. Also was starting to mail out some of the packages from the live stream that we did the other day on the weekend, where I was showing the model cars I had for sale. Thanks to everyone out there like you guys, I was able to sell quite a few model cars just in a short period of time. So in fact, I'm looking into getting a few more. So this Sunday, I'm going to try to do that again. And I see that a lot of people took me up on that poll that I made about doing the, what do I call it, like a model car build club thing that's going to meet here on my channel. That's going to be an interesting thing because, well, really all we have is a chat box over here. Whoops. Uh, so we got that chat box just right there. So I guess you'll be watching me build a model, and I won't be able to see you building a model, but we'll still be together, and everybody can chat over in that side box. That's, I think, it was saying that there's about 43% of people that would like to do this on a Friday, Saturday. So I think that's probably pretty reasonable. Maybe I'll do another poll saying which would you prefer, Friday or Saturday, just to narrow it down that last little bit. You're only allowed 5 poll questions on a poll. So I was going to put Saturday and Sunday on their own, but I couldn't do that because again, you only get five slots. All right. So what has been new this week for Monster Hobbies? Well, one thing, I claimed my business domain off Google, and it was weird because before I did that, I could not put Monster Hobbies links into the YouTube channels, and I couldn't upload pictures from my PC on Instagram. So I claim my domain. All of a sudden, Google is saying like 5,000 people are looking at your thing. Oh, yes, 5,000 people are looking at my web page and all this stuff. And now I'm able to actually do Instagram, which is nice because 67 people joined me on Instagram. And there's no way I could actually post a picture until now. And putting in the links into my YouTube videos is going to be great because that's a good way to get more business. Okay, so what else are we doing here? Oh, I went to our town of High River because I had to fill out some business papers saying that now I'm going to be doing Monster Hobbies in the house instead of in a retail, actual location, that I'm doing only, what do you call it, internet sales and only selling stuff online. So paperwork. Hopefully everything will be fine. Oh, I guess I turned this camera into that window. Let's see. Yeah, maybe that'll be better. Oh, as you can see, I've brought a few models to the table. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. Yeah, I had to drive up to Calgary and that. When I came back, I was listening to 80s, 80s music, right? Being Gen X, I like 80s and 90s. Grew up in the 90s more than the 80s. Well, young 20s, the exploration years is for me was in the 90s. Anyway, on the radio, they were playing Black Cars Look Better in the Shade. So I thought, hey, what a great idea. Let's bring out some of my model kits that I painted black, just like the doors. Or, yeah, no, the Rolling Stones. Okay, so before we do that, so coming up in our model kit unboxing videos, We're almost getting out of 1977. I think I got one more thing to unbox for everybody from 1977. So we're going to be getting into 1978. Now, I'm not going to play my entire hand and show you guys everything that I'm unboxing, but I'm going to give you a few up and comings so that you guys can get excited for it. So one of the ones that's coming up in our unboxing, this one's loaned again from James. I get to actually open up the shrink wrap on it, which is nice. This, of course, being the 1978 Ford 4x4 pickup truck, the Firestone edition, the cool flames on there. This will be a nice one. Have any of you guys actually got this one, built it? Let me know. Looks good. Okay, so there we got the side view of it as well. This will be another nice unboxing. Maybe I'll do that one with Danny the dog. Hard to say. Speaking of black cars looking better in the shade, there's one. This is out of my collection. This is the 1978 Chevy Monza Super Spider. Do you know these things actually went into the early 90s in Europe? Yeah, I had a girlfriend in Denmark and I traveled there back in the 90s, and these were still being produced then. That's kind of cool. Um, Maybe not everybody's favorite car, but still, look at it. Cool louvers and everything. Now, Chevy had one of these. Buick had something similar. That was the Skyhawk. Can't remember what the Oldsmobile one was. I think Pontiac had one too. Anyway, pretty cool one. Again, classic from 78. It's always nice to have some of these vintage ones on hand. Ah, here's another one coming up. This is an original issue. There. This is an original 1978 Pacer X from MPC. Oh, they painted it black here too. That's kind of nice. Uh, Now, Round Two did re-release this a little while ago. Um, I don't have any of those left, but they should still be out there somewhere for somebody. But this one's original issue, and unfortunately, it's got a bit of a warp in it. But I have the 77 and 78 Pacer. I built one as a Wayne's World Pacer, the 77. The 78, they had the V8 in there, so they had the bigger grill. But I do believe this one is still the 6-cylinder model kit, because why would MPC tool up an extra motor, right? This is the one coming up at the end of 1977, again on loan from James. This is the 77 GMC Wrecker. I'll be unboxing this one, which will always be quite nice, with all the tow harnesses and everything in the back. So again, pretty cool stuff coming up in my videos. So I hope you'll tune in for all of those. So unfortunately, because I was kind of in a rush, I never got to dust these cars. So black cars are actually looking kind of gray here. Let's see. Let's knock some of this off. Whoa, I can see the dust cloud forming. This could be lethal. I don't know why our house is so dusty. Well, probably because I never change a furnace filter. Okay. Hang on. If I sneeze, it's the dust. So our first car that we can look at for our black cars look better in the shade video, which is the whole purpose of this, is of course this 1957 Chevy that I built a long time ago. As you can see, this is quite a beautiful model. I use trim clad gloss black spray paint. It's my go-to. If you look inside, I've painted it red and black as well. Now this is the Revel snap together kit. So as you can see, it's got the screw in underneath. So another great one of those models. I built a few of these. I tried to make one a 4-door. That didn't go well. Because I didn't realize you actually have to stretch right in here by about a scale foot or something to get the back door to look right. Because otherwise it just looks like a little teeny like thing that nobody in their, not even a 3-year-old kid could squeeze through the side of that. So yeah, it definitely has to be done. See, I used some of that gold metal foil across the back. I do believe the Chevy V is actually tinted with that yellow gold color from Tamiya or Tamiya. But on this side, it's actually the bare metal foil gold Turns out to be quite a nice model, actually. My wife built one of these. She put flames on it, and she put the flames on backwards, so we had to pull them off and put them the right way because they look kind of crazy. Um, but anyway, what else do we have here? Ah, I've got a cool one. This one is resin. Just let me dust her a little bit. Wow, can you see that? You can see the dust particles coming up in front of the camera. That's funny. I am going to be sneezing in a minute. Feel like a the one and only live stream on YouTube where somebody could actually sneeze. Okay, let's just give this a bit of the. There we go. Be prepared is a scout motto. Well, today I blew that. Anyway, what we have here is a resin copy of, I do believe, AMT Promo, a 1958 Pontiac. I always like this. I think the Oldsmobile should have actually had the rocket up the side in the 58, not the Pontiac. But then that kind of got established because Oldsmobile was like the rocket motor, right? Rocket 350, that's more 70s, but basically that's the way it is. So I always thought this rocket should be on the Oldsmobile. The 58 Oldsmobile Oldsmobile ended up getting a really weird thing on the side. Pardon me. Had a hamburger lunch. I guess it didn't want to go all the way down. So there we got the charcoal interior inside there. So you can see the cool looking steering wheel. I used the wire wheels out of the Buick, the 65 Buick Riviera by AMT and put on those white walls. I don't know about the black Goodyear on there anymore. I built this quite a long time ago, many, many years ago. But the nice thing with this is it's actually, yeah, you can see the resin up underneath some of the telltale tan. The thing about this is it's where is it going to go with that? Because it's resin, you can spray lacquer on the top. So this one is pure automotive lacquer on here. Gives it a nice sheen when it's not so dusty. Here, I hate to wipe stuff on my shirt. Okay, there's the roof. I don't know, can you catch that? This camera doesn't look too nice, but I don't know, what can you do on webcams? At any rate, yeah, you can see the reflective from the shelf, the bookshelf onto that roof there. This was polished with the what do you call them? The polishing kit, LMG polishing kit. Goes from 1800 or 1800 grit sandpaper up to 12,000 grit. So that's the stuff they use on diamonds. Okay, let's dust off another one here. Unfortunately, the window on this one, oh, that dust, woo, got right up your nose. The rear window on this model car popped out, and I'm not too sure how I'm going to get it apart to get it back inside. Now we've got a nice model kit from Hasegawa. If I can manipulate my hand here. Now this one's coming back out again, and they're doing it with a figure, which is pretty cool. See, that's a nice thing about being an old model builder. When you built so many over so many decades, eventually the new stuff coming out from whatever manufacturer, you find out it was really came out like 35 years ago or more. So here we have a, what is this, 1966, part of the 66 series. This, of course, is our big Buick, probably one of the only 66 Buicks on the market. This is not a bad kit. The only problem with it is inside the interior is very generic. It's shared across a couple of different Hasegawa car platforms. So it doesn't have, there you go. You can see the dashboard way down there. It doesn't quite have the detail as an AMT kit. In fact, the dashboard is a flat panel, and then there's a decal that goes from one end to the other. So you don't get the nice 3D effect with the sunken in speedometers and all the rest. The sidewalls are generic. The seats are kind of generic. But again, like the rear window popped out. So, and the glass is sitting inside. I don't know if you can you see it. See on the seat. So I'm not sure how I'm going to fish this thing around and maneuver it because it's got full side windows. But anyway, it can always sit on the shelf. Uh, what is that? It's a Michigan license plate on there. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Okay, who likes Pontiac? Are you excited? Did it build your excitement? Okay, first we got a duster. Okay, move that here. Grab that there and lift her up here. Unfortunately, a bit of this chipped off, so you can see that orange plastic. This again is another lacquer job. This is a metallic blue-black lacquer. It's very nice. Uh, of course, this is the Monogram 69 Pontiac GTO. I never did put the spoiler on it. It's got the Macho license plate from the El Camino. And the wheels, the red line tires, I did that with my tire wheel spinner, as in the tire video that I made up on YouTube quite a ways, quite a ways ago, quite a while ago, whatever I'm trying to say. So there's our dashboard in there, again painted in tan. That's I do believe that's a tester's tan paint color. Let's see if I can open this hood and manipulate it properly. There's the engine painted in the proper Pontiac blue. Remember when Tester's Model Master used to have all the engine colors? That's when I painted this. So this is like back in the 90s. Nice little story about this car in a minute here. There's underneath. Yeah, you can see all my exhausts and everything in there. This is one of the ones where the frame is sort of hollow in the middle here in this section. And then the bottom of the interior tub actually has the bottom, these things molded in for the passengers, the floor pan for the passenger seat and whatnot. So this model, I was actually at the time teaching a kid younger than me how to build models because he was all interested in it. Well, that's going a long time ago. So we spray, pardon me, we spray painted this in my dad's garage back in the day, and yeah, it ended up turning out quite nice. I showed him how to use the bare metal foil and all that stuff back in the day. The only thing that I regret is this rip here. I don't know what happened. And of course, because this is that metallic black paint, you can't really just touch it up with a normal black paint. You got to go find the source. And I don't think that paint has been on the market since the 90s. So, what can you do? Just got to live with an orange rip in your car. Okay, I'm dusting up another one. Oh, oh boy. Oh, man. This one is heavy in dust. I got to get up on that shelf, get my stuff cleaned up. Whew. Now, unfortunately, I lost one of the side mirrors on this one. This car is cool. I got a story about one of these too. So what I got here is the 1990, I believe. Yeah, Mercury Cougar by Revel, or was it Monogram? No, Revel. Yeah, I've got the driver's side mirror, but the passenger one fell off somewhere, and I don't know where it went to. Got lost in time. But okay, there's the dashboard again. Hard to know how to turn this for that camera. Oh, if you guys are just joining again, we're doing black cars look better in the shade. I'll just show you all my, well, not all of them, but a lot of my black model cars. Might do a part two for this series. Oh, there goes the hood. So there we've got that nice, what was this one? The 5.0, I think, motor in here. See, I added a couple of the engine wires in. Ended up not too bad. Have any of you guys built one of these in the past? Let me know just over here on the chat box. And then, of course, there's the undercarriage of it. Again, quite a nice model kit. Let's see if I can find that hood. Oh, there it is. Come here. Wow. Oh, that's why. One of the hood hinge things got lost somewhere. Hmm. All my stuff's falling apart, kind of like me. Uh, yeah, so back in the day, I worked at a car dealership and I was an auto body detailer. I'm trained in auto body collision repair, but I was doing detailing work. Couldn't quite make that job turn out too well. Anyway, I worked for a Ford dealership, and that was right around the early 90s. So a customer brought one of these in that needed work, and we got to drive it around the lot. And that was a pretty fast car. Anyway, I don't know if that was a good story. Some of you guys might be thinking, wait a minute, what's going on at these car dealerships? Okay. Dust up another one. This one, the dust doesn't seem to want to come off. That's one problem with black paint, I find. Sometimes it just doesn't harden up. So, what kind of black model cars do you guys have in your collection? Could be anything, actually, right? After all, it's only a color, haha, or is it a shade? Wow. All right. One of the things that I built when I was young, Expo 86 was happening. That was back in British Columbia, Canada, back in 1986. This was, of course, the World Exhibition. And they gave out these decals, water slide transfer ones, as well as these little things that you could glue on or stick onto something. So that's actually the Expo dome on the back door. And I always thought this would be kind of a cool little model for that. On the spare tire, I put 1927 to 1986. Those are using Star Trek letters from one of the USS Enterprise kits. Oh, that's pretty cool. Thought this would make a nice little display thing. There, of course, is the 29 Model T motor with the buzz box on the top. Now, that buzz box was actually sort of like a distributor spark plug deal they had back in the day, many, many, many days ago. And then you've got your underneath. The AMT 27 Model T is actually quite a easier one to put together than the 25 Model T, of course. That is because the suspension and everything seem to have been sort of fixed. You don't have to assemble it with that super 18 level geometry like you did with the AMT 25 Model Ts, maybe even the 23 one. This is also one of those years with bumpers, chrome plated bumpers. I guess they'd be nickel plated in 27, but still, this was sort of the last years of Model T. And of course, Henry Ford wanted to stop losing sales to Chevrolet. So they added in a whole bunch of little extras until they could get the Model A going in 29. Pardon me, 28. How's it going, OG Garage? You're one of the only persons to say hello so far. Oh, speaking of Model Ts, this one's kind of neat. You guys might like this. As dusty as it is. Holy smokes. Oh boy. Ah, man. So tempted to sneeze right now. Yeah, as good as it's going to get. Okay, so what we have here, well, if I can grab this one, I know it looks kind of silly, but my dad and I built this out of scraps from other model kits. Now, my dad used his vacuum forming machine to make up these fenders, and these are like the earlier style Model T fenders. That was pretty good. Oh, hi, Roy, RUI from Brazil. That's pretty cool. Somebody coming in from down south from Canada. So this one uses the 27 Model T wheels. And what else? This was from um, that fire truck one. Remember that weird model kit, MPC, I believe, the fire engine. Boy, my hands are shaky today. Probably because I was in a rush to get down here. There's the brass radiator with the brass headlights. And then I've used the regular 1925 Model T. It's funny how it looks a lot more shiny underneath when the dust isn't lying on it. But still, that's interesting. The only thing that was missing was the hood. We never did get to make a hood for this thing. That's why that open motor looks so bizarre. But unfortunately, my dad passed away a couple of years ago, so I can't even go out and say, "Hey, Dad, let's finish this thing." Now it happens. Well, it like when you're in your late 80s, right? Okay. Now I know the HPI guy is going to be doing a video about this one coming up. Let's just try to dust this bit. Yeah, so glad many of you could join us for this live stream. I think, yeah, there's 8 of you there. Thanks for the 2 thumbs up as well. When you're doing your own show, I'm really kind of just talking to myself. Wow. Wow, I should just put these in glass showcase if I had 8 million bucks for glass. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Joachim, we got OG Garage, and we got Roy and myself. Yeah, talking in the chats over here. So it's nice that you guys can tune in. I got to thank everybody for on the weekend. Normally in the videos I show like this is model car unboxing. I am unboxing, but it's part of my collection. So I was able to show some of the ones I actually sell at www.monster-hobbies.ca, and I sold a bunch to you guys, the hobby enthusiasts. So I'm pretty excited about that because I know all those models are going to a good home, and there's still more to check out. Anyway, as I was saying, coming up from AMT, they're re-releasing the Woody and the 29 pickup. Now, the Woody, of course, I painted, pardon me, in a tan color, so that doesn't quite meet our black cars look better in the shade topic for today. But the pickup truck does. So again, you can see all the nice detail on here. I did paint the wheel cover tan, which I guess should be flat black. Oh, whatever. The only thing that's kind of tricky when you build these is this front axle. Let's see if I can get that to the camera for you. I don't know. I don't know how well you can see that. So this has posable wheels. Yeah, hey Dakota, maybe I can bring one in, but I'm not sure. I've got to see what's going on with my wholesalers and this whole work from home deal. Uh, oh, as I was saying, so there's sort of like a top and a bottom on there, and there's a kingpin that goes in a hole. So it goes down, and then that makes your wheels move. They've got one, the top knuckle is this way, I guess, and the bottom knuckle is, well, the upside down. And then that pin has to go and traverse the right side version in the at the top and the upside down version at the bottom. So, just be aware that that's how that holds in for that front steerable axle. You can get it done, but it is tricky. And I actually have had the Woody fall apart on me. So, just so you know, sort of some of the precautions of that kit. And then, of course, if you take the hood off, you get the nice Model A engine. Now, I don't know if that's actually supposed to be green, but it's kind of weird. You look some of these things up and it says, oh, the engine is this way. And then the next time you look it up, it's like, no, they were all black. And then you look it up again, it says, no, they're all gray. Depends which part of Dearborn they came out of or which part of Detroit back in the day, whatever. And it's like, come on, you guys. It's got to be some proper chart somewhere. Then I got one more here. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get down any of my black painted AMCs or Chryslers. They are on the shelf above me, and it's tricky, and I was running out of time for today. But one that is always a good go-to Oh, you seeing it? I'm trying to hide it. Okay. The AMT, pardon me, the AMT 32 Ford Victoria or Vicky. I like this car. I think a lot of people do. It's that back end that just pops out there. Always a cool thing. Of course, I painted this with red. Remember Penelope Pitstop and her adventures with the little mafia guys in the cartoon from the 70s? Well, I tried to paint this car like that, or from what I remembered of that car. Although I don't know if it was actually black now. But anyway, it always has that nice little look to it. And there's our V8. Now, when I built this, I was quite young, so I couldn't quite get the radiator hoses to actually touch the radiator. So you don't want to drive this car out for very long. It'll overheat like you wouldn't believe. But anyway, a lot of these model kits I built prior to the year 2000. There's underneath. Hey, well, welcome, Leroy. Welcome to the show. I hope you're enjoying this. Always quite nice. My big dusty house, old dusty models, old dusty host. Anyway, yeah. So I guess that's pretty much all the black cars I got, like just in my surrounding area here. So what else have I done? Well, let's see. So today, now I had a hobby shop at one time, a full out brick and mortar store, but we had to close that down because of the COVID-19 and the regulations and everything else. So I've been trying to get this all together for a couple of months. And today I actually went to our town and I filled out the paperwork to tell the town that I'm no longer, in a 1,500 square foot building downtown or whatever, that now I'm actually in a my house. So I got all that paperwork filled out. So it'll be a couple of days or whatever, and then they can tell me I'm approved to do that. They're saying it shouldn't be too hard because I've been in town for 17 years. So I mean, I'm still in town. It's just in my house with models in my kitchen and all this product for sale in my bathtub. Crazy. Fun times. Don't worry, nothing's wet. It's just got to put it somewhere, right? So, yeah. So oh, and then the other thing is I claimed my domain name on Google. Or not my domain name. What do you call it? Your business profile or whatever on Google. So prior to that, I could not post anything on Instagram unless I had a cell phone, which I don't. So the nice thing is I was able to post after I registered the business on Google. I was actually able to post from my PC, the big old monster computer here. So I put 3 pictures up on Instagram because I have to learn how Instagram works. Apparently, keywords are key. That's how everybody finds your stuff. So I put 3 Star Trek models that I've got for sale on there. The Enterprise, the original Enterprise, the Klingon starship, and the bridge of the Enterprise. Some models from 1991 that I have. So I don't know how that's going to work. We'll see. And then the other thing I can do now is I can put my Monster Hobbies link into YouTube videos. So I can say, "Oh, check out our website right here," and out it comes. I could say, "Check out this model car right here," out it comes. So that's always good. I was never able to do that before, so that's why on the model car garage you see, like the Monster Hobbies thing comes out of my chest, right, or whatever. It's the easiest way to do it. So I guess now we've got about 8 to 10 people that are tuning into this live stream, and it's only 34 minutes in. I'm really getting an audience these days. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you're all around to, hang out with me. Oh yeah. Speaking of hanging out, so if you look on the community tab for Model Car Garage, or I guess I'm on Model Car Garage on my YouTube channel here, you'll see that I posted that poll. Now, remember I made that video a while ago where it was like, "Hey, why don't we have a Monster Hobbies model car build party or whatever?" And then, there's Danny the dog and he's helping me bring the chairs downstairs, and pretty funny video. I think 140 people have seen it now. Anyway, pardon me, that's what this live stream will kind of be like. So I asked everybody, please vote. What day do you want to do this um, thing? So what it is everybody will. I'll get a model kit that I want to build out of my basement, and then on one of these days in the week, I'll bring it up and I'll do a live stream. I don't know how I'm going to hold the microphone here doing a model, but I'll do a live stream and everybody brings a model, and then we can all kind of build it together in this weird limited capacity. You'll be able to see what I'm doing, but I won't be able to see what you're doing. So what we could do, because I've got a Facebook Monster Hobbies, is I can just put the link to share your pictures or whatever. And then, as this thing is going, you guys could take pictures or you could take it after or whatever. And we'll just post a couple of pictures of our progress and all that kind of stuff. I think that will be probably an hour video or something like that, an hour long live stream. So we're just trying to wrap up the day. So if you go on my post there in the community tab, you can vote for Monday. Now I put rough times in there because YouTube has this thing where it says your viewers, like the majority of your viewers are watching at Sunday at 3 p.m. and then Monday at 5 p.m. And so I just sort of copied that out. May not be accurate to anything. I'm, usually I'll do them around this time, which is it's 1 o'clock my time. I don't know, like I'm looking at the people that have wrote here. So I've got one guy from Brazil. So obviously it's not 1:47 in Brazil. It's probably more like 4:47 or 5:47. And then I got a guy across the Atlantic here, Joachim. So I mean, it's obviously not going to be 1:45 p.m. It might be like 5 a.m. So, just kind of whatever it is in your country or place of origin here, just kind of get a feel for what time I'm doing these. Oh, I can hear my phone ringing downstairs. So, yeah, that will be more or less when we'll be doing this model car thing. So, anyway, yeah, so go over and vote which days you might like. So, we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday are together because, oh, thanks, Roy. 5:47, 17:47. So you're already so 4 hours ahead. Anyway, 5:47. So right around your dinner time. Maybe you can bring us all some pizza. Anyway, um, yeah. So what am I saying? Go over there and vote because we're going to try to vote to see what day you want to see me and join our model building club. I think it might be the only live stream model building club on the web, but again, I haven't really hunted that down. It'll be interesting, fun times. So let's see, we got about 20 minutes here. I think I'm just going to do this for an hour today because I'm running out of ideas. So I'll just do a recap because I know a lot of you guys just popped in late and you're going to have to wait a couple of hours, maybe even a day to see this video from the beginning. So how I started the video out is that I said that this week we're coming, well, in my videos, my unboxing videos that you guys tune in every week. Thank you again. We're coming to the end of the 1977. So we're going to be getting into 1978, probably in another month, in the middle of December. So I'm ahead of everybody filming, of course. So what's coming up? Our last one for 77, I'm going to be unboxing this 1977 GMC Wrecker model kit. This is on loan from my good friend James. And yeah, it's going to be quite a neat unboxing. Definitely to see all the little toe straps and everything that are in here for your big toe. So that's one of them. Now, another one that's coming up. Now, this is going to be for 1978, and I don't have a release time for it. So, just to get you all excited, we're going to be taking a look at Taking a look at the 1978 Pacer X from MPC. This is an original kit that I have, but of course, Round 2 re-released this a few times during their run. Maybe I think 2016 or something, if I remember correct. This one sadly has a bit of a warp to it, but these are the ones we're going to be unboxing coming up in the next month or two over on the Model Car Garage. So again, another cool one. I built one of these as a Wayne's World Pacer. It was a 77. This raised up hood and grill in the front is for the V8 style, but I think there's a 6 in this one because why would MPC make a extra motor? Another cool one we're going to be unboxing is this Revel Super Spider, the Chevy Monza. These actually were produced in Europe up until the mid 90s, which is kind of cool. Chevy had one of these types of things. Buick had the Skyhawk, and then there was an Oldsmobile. I think it was the Amiga, not sure. And then I believe Pontiac even had one. But yeah, again, really cool stuff. Like the gold and the spider on here. I got to get this thing built, but not before I unbox it for you. And then another one coming up is again from James. He's letting me actually take the shrink wrap off it, which is quite nice. Thank you, James, if you're watching. This is the 78 Ford 4x4 Firestone pickup. And again, it's got those really cool flames on there and the Firestone emblem off the back. All kinds of neat stuff. And this is a round 2 kit. So again, they give you the nice parts description off the back. So yeah, pretty cool. And then getting back to our black cars, which look better in the shade. Now I had to drive around today and do some bills and whatnot. So the song came on the radio, "The Black Cars Look Better in the Shade." So that's why I titled this as that. So this one, of course, is the Revel 57 Chevy. This is the snap together or screw together kit. Came out not too long ago, maybe late 90s. But there it is again. You can see all that nice detail work inside that I did. And then I've got my AMT 32 Ford. That's the Vicky. Again, another beautiful one. Easy to put together if you guys are into that. I do have an unboxing video of that one on the channel as well. Ooh. Then we've got this one that my dad and I built. This, of course, is vacuum form fenders for our Model T. Canadian Pacific, that's a railway, if you guys didn't know that. And then I've got this 1990 Mercury Cougar, another great one. Actually got to drive one of those cars. They're pretty fast. And then our 29 Model A. That's a pickup. It comes with the Woody. When you buy that kit, you actually get 2 complete cars in that one. HPI guy will do an unboxing of it sometime in the future. I've already done an unboxing of it, but an earlier version. So if you want to check that out on my channel, that's always a good one. Another one from Hasegawa that's coming out, that it's already came out back in the 90s, is this 66 Buick. And that's a nice one. The only thing about this one is it's generic inside. Does not have like the AMT style instrument panel with the sunken in gauges. That's just one big decal right across there. But again, not bad. I mean, it's a simple kit, promotional style, no opening hood. Oops. But if you like that, a quick build, something for your shelf or display that doesn't involve a lot of work, it's a good kit. Then, of course, my Expo 86 Model T Ford that I made, the original Expo 86 decals, and this sort of, I don't know what you call it, like a bead. But inside the bead is the Science World Dome. That was built for Expo 86, and they still use it. And then, yeah, I got my 58 Pontiac with the wire wheels. This is a resin copy of an old AMT promo model from back in the day. I can see a lot of you guys are now leaving. Well, if you came in at the beginning and saw all this, I guess you would go, right? This is for the guys who came in late at the end. And then, so this is the, oops, let's grab this better. Ah, the Monogram Pontiac Gto. I built this. I was showing a kid back in the day how to build models, and he built one and I built one. His was metallic blue, and I chose this nice metallic blue black, a lacquer based paint. Spun on the red lines using my wheel spinner and the paintbrush, much like I show you in my how to fix up model car tire video on my YouTube channel. Okay, 4:45. So I guess that's about it. All I can say is thanks for joining. I can also say right now on our website, www.monster-hobbies.ca, until November 23rd, we are doing a special Black Friday savings sale where you can save 15% off your next model car purchase or any purchase of anything on our website. So that's 15%. Uh, Free shipping on orders over $75 within Canada. Let's just move this on me. Our site is priced in Canadian dollars. We accept PayPal and credit card, and we have a secure online shopping cart. So any of your information automatically gets cleared out once the sale and the processing goes through, never to be seen again. We never sell your info or any of that stuff. We also have an online newsletter which you can sign up to on our website, www.monster-hobbies.ca. And every so often, we send out a flyer with discounts and deals, let you know what's going on with our store and all of that kind of thing. So I think that is about it for this little live stream. Thank you everyone for joining. Thanks for your continual support. Thanks for shopping on my channel. I really appreciate that considering we had to close the brick and mortar and this is like a whole new adventure for me out there. We can ship worldwide. I don't know if I said that. And I have shipped all the way down to Brazil. So just so you know, Roy, if there's something there, we can get it to go because I use Canada Post. Canada Post can go from Canada to anywhere in the world. I've shipped as far away as Europe. So we got France, Germany, Finland, Belgium. Yeah. Australia sent something down there once. Again, yeah, contact me for all that info. So that is about it. Thank you for joining me for this sort of brief, quick uh, live stream video. The black cars look better in the shade, and hopefully we can see you all on one of these days coming up. I'll put a new post once we determine when the day is, probably around, well, let's I'll do it for tomorrow because I think it's looking pretty much like everybody wants to do either Friday or Saturday. Now there's sort of two choices. On Friday, of course, there's going to be another unboxing video popping up right around our lunchtime, so 12, quarter after 12, I believe. So I don't know if maybe we could do that live stream right after the unboxing. That could be an interesting thing because then I could say, "Hey, how did everybody like the unboxing video?" as I'm scraping plastic. Mm. Or we could always wait till the next day. So then it's like you watch a video, and then when you have enough of me, you can, you don't need to see me until tomorrow or the next day. But anyway, I guess that's about it. So until next time, everybody, happy model building. All right. And thanks for joining. Okay, here we go. Clicking the end button and end.